Hi guys, Brain here with another commentary video. I know it's been mostly commentary this week, in this past week. It's been commentary for most of the channel. It's mostly just a commentary channel, so that shouldn't be too weird for you. But I've been really busy this week. I've had a lot of stuff going on in my personal life. Nothing bad. I've just been exceptionally busy, like a lot of people, needing a lot of things, and I'm needing to do a lot of things. So like, I've just been super busy. So these commentary videos where I'm just chit-chatting with you, have been a lot more helpful. I'll try to get more like analytical and different kinds of content out, more variety out, as things go on. But it's just been a busy last week for me. So my apologies if you're like, man, he's just been chit-chatting and talking this whole week. But again, if you have a problem with that, I think you're in the wrong channel. So yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So today's topic is a little bit different. It's a little bit more focused, okay? It's a little bit more focused on you, because I know a lot of you guys are budding content creators, and even if you are not a budding content creator, I'm sure you've noticed a newer content creator make this mistake before. So I kind of want to steer you the right way before you get too deep into this. And I'm sure you've seen, those of you can at least get a kick out of seeing that other people have made this mistake and me calling it out. My advice to you as a content creator is to be careful who you're taking inspiration from, because I think it's natural when you're a content creator that you take inspiration from other people. Matter of fact, the reason you probably started streaming is because you saw someone else doing it. And when you saw someone else doing it, you're like, wow, that's really cool. I wish I did that. So that's probably how you got into this whole thing. So you probably have a big inspiration for you that got you into this. But I want you, this is like a cautionary warning. It's like, be careful who's inspiring you. I think good people that are great inspirations in the DBD community is, for example, would be ATTRIBUTION. Very educational, very kind. Even when he gets frustrated and he gets mad, he's very apologetic about it. He's somebody who conducts himself in a very empathetic and educational way. That is a good inspiration to have, because he conducts himself in such a caring and good way and tries to help the community more than he ever tries to take away from it. I think another good example would be like Scott. Scott's more funny, he's more like off the cuff, but he's always honest with you. You never have to worry about like what Scott's actually thinking. Scott John is always very honest and isn't really like antagonistic or hurtful. And he doesn't go out of his way to hurt people's feelings. He just like talks about his opinions and does so respectfully. But I think where a lot of people like really go off the rails is they get into these and I've already made a video on this, get into these bottom barrel salt content, like farming salt content, and people arguing with each other and being to each other, and you soak in a bunch of that content. But the problem is a lot of people think that they can just take in all that content and keep it separate from their content, and people don't. That stuff bleeds through. I've had plenty of situations, and it still happens to me sometimes, because it's hard to keep track of this stuff. I've had this happen plenty of times where I'll start watching a lot of very killer biased videos just because I main killer, so I want to watch more killer stuff, and I'll start watching a lot of killer bias stuff, and for the next few days when I'm playing killer on stream, I'll be very gripey about things like dead hard and gen rushing and that sort of thing. And that's because I've been indirectly influenced by the content that I was intaking, right? Because I was just nonstop watching people complain about the game, so at least from their one perspective of the game, and as a result I started regurgitating those things and those frustrations and feelings that I had been watching, just because that's what I had been exposing myself to in terms of my own personal intake and content and that sort of thing. So you got to be careful about that sort of content intake when you are also a content creator, because you'll find yourself regurgitating the stuff that you hear and see. So it's a lot better if you're watching somebody like Otts and taking inspiration from somebody that's like ATTRIBUTION, who tries to do nothing but help and doesn't really delve into those things, as somebody that you take inspiration from, because he doesn't have those things where he can come off very angry or upset or incredibly biased and that sort of thing. But if you're intaking other kind of content, like that garbage salt content that we talked about, like, you can find yourself saying some pretty out there things, and your content can suffer as a result. That's the big thing. Like, your content suffers because of that bias, because of the attitudes that you take in from other people. And I feel like it's like an invisible thing. Like, you don't even realize it's happening until, like, you watch back something that you've done, and then you're like, oh god, like, I'm really being like really aggressive and really like shit. I don't know how else to put it. Like, I'm being really like, my content is going down in quality just because I've been intaking the wrong inspiration. So make sure, friends, that when you're in your content creation journey, or when you're watching newer content creators, that you encourage them to instead look for better inspirations and not get too caught up in the kind of content that hurts their content as a direct result, because it's more common than you think. So maybe you can save somebody's content. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, friends. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a good rest of your day, buds. If you can take the second to like the video, that'd be super cool. If you could take the second to sub to the video, that'd be sub to the video. No, sub to me, not just the video. Sub to the whole person, the me, because I would appreciate it, not just the video. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. And if I don't see you in the next video, I'll see you when I see you, friends. Goodbye.